So the lighting in here is absolutely awful. It makes me look like I'm going bald, but I need to record this because I don't know what just happened. I had an interview at New York Life, life insurance, as well as other financial products and vehicles that I was very very happy with, very pleased with. Thought it was a great interview, and then I went downtown to see about you know um, a night job, something to give me a little extra cash for the time being. And I had to turn down the TV. And basically, uh, I received an address. I was texted an address from a lady named let's see, Sarah Weiss, who I trusted, a fellow member of the tribe. So I was like, okay, I'll go there. I'll go to the interview. Gave me an address and the name of a restaurant. Only on her voicemail, it gave me a different restaurant. So when I called her and she didn't answer, the voicemail was like, "Oh, this is Sarah Weiss of Fat Chalet or Fat Shallot." And then there was when I got the text from her, it gave me the name of some arrival revival restaurant, and it was more like a barista cafe type place. So I walk in, and there is a Sarah that is actually the manager of the barista. So it's kind of like a Seinfeld episode because I talked to this Sarah, and she was like, "Yeah, I've never heard of you. Why are you here?" And I'm like, "Well, we just talked on the phone. You're Sarah, right? You run the revival." And and no, that I guess that was not the right Sarah. There is in fact another Sarah. I was explained about an hour later. I get a text from this Sarah Weiss that I spoke to this morning and scheduled the interview with, the one that texted me to go to the revival place. She later explained in this text I received about an hour later, saying that there was the wrong place. There was a mix up, and I was supposed to go to this place called Fat Shalom or Fat Shallot, and so that was a little weird because I saw about like six, and it could be a coincidence. I don't know, but I saw about six Chicago police officers like outside the block, down the block, from this place where I was going, kind of like near where the parking garage was. I didn't park in those parking garages. I parked in a different parking garage, and I don't think they were after me. But my phone did start acting kind of funny right around the time of the interview. When I was arriving there, it started like freezing up, and it said I arrived at my destination like 3 blocks away from the destination. Luckily, I was looking right to the left when I was driving by this revival where I had thought the interview was. So I immediately recognized it, and that's how I found it, even though there, again, was actually no interview. Wrong Sarah altogether. Kind of funny because I was thinking back and it was like the Kevin Craig, my middle name. There is a Kevin Craig that's a child predator from Indiana. That is not me. Looks nothing like me. Not Jewish. Blonde hair. Hazel eyes. I have blue eyes, but hazel and blue are definitely different, right? And well, I've never lived in Indiana, and I'm definitely not a child predator. So, could the Chicago police have been looking for him? Could they have set this interview up in hopes that they would catch a predator? I don't know. But I do know that my sheriff neighbor over over there, right when I got home, I felt something in my neck, like down the back of my neck, and I have no idea what that is. But I know that for the first, since I basically before I lived here, I never felt anything like that. And I'm not sure if that's. I've heard of these things called police evaluations, where they try to test you for drugs or something, which is completely illegal. Invasion of privacy. Considering you don't sign up for that, I'm not like signing up to give him a urinalysis, a piss test. If he wanted me to, I'd be happy to do that, but I'm not in jail, so I'm not sure why I would do that. This is my apartment. He was over there. I know his is more elevated, so it kind of looks like a watch house, and this is Auschwitz. But there's no Holocaust going on. I was just on the North Shore today, and went by a nice synagogue that I'm probably going to join. and that's where I'm going to be working on the North Shore. So I don't know if these people think they can convince me that there's a Holocaust. They set this up for me because they thought I was the predator from Indiana. That's why they put me near a park and put the sheriff next door, who may or may not be bringing those illegal things, the tingling sensations in the back of my neck. I don't know, because yes, I just had something to drink, but every time I have something to drink, there's no tingling sensation